Hi, it's Jenny from MyBritneySpearsCollection.com. This video is a bit different than my usual uploads. If you've seen my previous video, I showed you this word-for-word promotional CD. If you've not seen it, I'll leave a link here. But on this video, you get to actually listen to the full interview of Disc 1 between Cubby, Bryant and Britney Spears herself. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications on my next video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a comment too, and sit back and enjoy.
For the next hour, Britney Spears, a candid conversation, word for word. Now, here's your host, Paul Cubby Bryant.
Hello there, Paul Cubby Bryant here, hanging out with Britney Spears. Hello, Brit.
Hi, how are you?
Is it okay to call you Brit?
You know what? Brit is what they usually call me, not Brit.
I heard Brit was your nickname.
You know what? There's so many different names out there for me. No, it's Brit, I have to say.
Okay, we'll just call you Brit. Or better. Britney. How about Spears?
No, not Spears. This Brit's fine.
Hey, your new album is coming out titled Oops, I Did It Again, and your debut album sold over 12 million copies. Brit, do you feel like tremendous pressure to outdo yourself because of the last CD?
Well, you know what? I have to say, it's kind of hard to top Baby One More Time after selling so many albums. But you know what? I'm at a good start listening to the material that I've recorded so far. It's just so much better than the first album, and I'm really, really happy with it. So that's how I'm looking at it right now.
I got to be honest with you. The hook for Oops, I Did It Again. Now, for some people that don't know what a hook of a song is, the hook is
the chorus.
The chorus.
Yeah, after the first verse is the chorus.
Right. I find myself singing, Oops, I Did It Again, because that's the hook. Now, do you do research on how do we get people to sing it over and over again and have it stuck in their head? Because it's stuck in my head.
Well, good. That's a good sign.
Do you actually do research, or is that just a sign of good songwriting?
I think it's, basically just a sign of good songwriting.
Well, let's play the title track from the new CD, Miss Britney Spears. Here's Oops, I Did It Again. The title track from the new Britney Spears CD, that's Oops, I Did It Again.
Speaking of which, do you write all the songs on the album?
No, actually, I wrote one of the songs on the album. It's called Dear Diary, and it's basically about a girl who she's interested in this guy, but she doesn't know how to approach him. So she comes in every night, and she writes about it in her journal. So I was really, really happy when they decided they liked it enough for it to be on the album. I was like, thank you, God. I was really happy.
Now, you said it's about a girl, not you.
Not me, no.
Come on.
I really can't
Maybe
relate to
it
the
is?
song. No, I can't relate to the song, I have to say.
Well, Britney, why don't we give it a listen right now? Here's Dear Diary, world premiere music from the CD, Oops, I Did It Again. From the CD, Oops, I Did It Again, that is Britney Spears right there in a song called Dear Diary.
Now, who produced the album?
Well, actually, there was a lot of different producers on this album. Max Martin, of course, he did the first album. He did Oops and a lot of the up-tempos. And then Mutt Lange, he did Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know. He's Shania's husband. He is just so incredible to work with.
Totally.
I went to his house, and it was there's this room that has all of his plaques in his house, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's a legend. I was like, I can't believe I'm sitting here with this man. He's such a genius.
Did you see Shania?
No, I didn't. He's actually, she left the day before I was there. I was like, damn, I was so upset. But no, then I worked with Rodney Jerkins as well on, we did a remake of Satisfaction. And it's really, really cool. He's just like a child prodigy. He is so brilliant in the studio, just to see him work. It was a lot of fun.
You mentioned the remake of Satisfaction. Do you have to get permission to do a remake?
Yeah.
You do? Because I thought once it's out, you can remake it.
No.
Really?
Yeah, you have to get permission from the people who wrote the song.
Pay big time bucks?
Oh, I don't know.
Here's what that remake sounds like. World premiere music of Britney Spears' Satisfaction. Off the new CD, Oops, I Did It Again, that's Britney Spears and Satisfaction.
Britney Spears, word for word, continues after this. Now, back to the studio with Britney Spears, word for word. Here's your host, Paul Cubby Bryant.
Now, where did you record it? Was it in one, 6-month session in one studio, or is it all over?
It's all over. Yeah, I went to Sweden to record the stuff with Max, and then I came, with Mutt Lange, I had to fly to Switzerland, and then Rodney was in L.A., and then I went to Orlando to record some stuff everywhere.
And you love to fly.
Oh, yeah, you know me. Oh, I hate to fly.
Before we hit the airwaves, we were talking about how we hate to fly. And so do you try to bus it as much as possible?
Yeah, that's why I love touring so much, because you're on the bus, you have a routine, you get to sleep late. It's a lot better, but I don't know. I've gotten a lot better, I have to say, because, I mean, I have to do it. I have to just suck it up. So.
Exactly. What do you do on the bus?
On the bus, I watch movies. My bus, actually, I used to travel with the dancers, and this is the first tour that I've had where I have my own bus, and I've decorated it to the T. I'm getting more like my mom every day. I went to Walmart, and I got dollies, I got throw pillows. I'm just like a goob. So, but it's really cozy.
So is it kind of like 70s looking, kind of like retro?
No.
Lava lamp?
Actually, it's kind of antique-ish looking. It's like got little lamps everywhere, and it's really homey. I'm like the homemaker. It's sad.
Well, getting back to the music, don't worry, we'll have more fashion talk coming up. But what is like your favorite track on the album?
Oh, that's a good question. My favorite track, probably Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know, is the ballad that I did with mine. I love the song. It's like one of those songs, it's like when you hear it, it's so delicate. It's just a beautiful song. And
Are there ever any songs that you like have to hold back tears when you're crying because you're so emotionally involved when you're singing it?
There was one song that when I was in the studio I could really relate to. It's called Where Are You Now? And I had just gotten out of a relationship. So when I was singing the song, I was just like getting so choked up. I was like, Brittany, just focus. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. But it's a really pretty song as well. But
by the way, a little bit later on, we'll be getting into that relationship talk.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can we touch on that maybe a little later?
Yeah.
I got to warm you up, though.
Okay.
Brittany, are you planning a summer tour to support this record?
Yes, I am actually. I'm so excited about it. After I do promotional stuff for the album, I have like a month of rehearsals for the tour, and it's going to be like the biggest tour I've done. It's going to have like big pyro, more dancers, and I'm going to have like 6 songs off the new album. So just to be able to perform new material is going to be awesome.
And when you're talking about the new album, how does it differ from the last album?
Well, I'm really excited about it in that just I have had so much more involvement with it, and the say with the producers and me being able to write a song on the album. But I think it's a lot edgier. It has a lot more attitude than the first album. And I think it's just inevitable that with me growing as a person, you grow as an artist as well. And you can definitely hear that when you hear the music.
There you go, a cut from the CD, Oops, I Did It Again. That is Britney Spears, and Stronger.
Britney Spears' Word for Word continues after this. Now, back to the studio with Britney Spears, Word for Word. Here's your host, Paul Cubby Bryant.
Now, on the big tour, how many cities do you plan on visiting? It's going to be a long time here?
55.
55? No, really? You just do a number out there. Is it really 55?
Yeah, 55, yeah.
Wow.
They told me before I came in here you were going to ask me that, so.
The question I want to get to, any surprises to look forward to? Maybe somebody walks on stage, does a duet. Who knows? I guess it wouldn't be a surprise if you told me.
Well, actually, so far we're just thinking about the staging and stuff like that and what the set's going to be like, and we haven't even gotten that deep with it yet. So I don't know. I can't. If you want to know the surprises, you have to come and see. So.
What is your most embarrassing moment, by the way, speaking of being on stage? Because, you've had...
Oh, Lord. I've had so many.
You have a few years now under your belt, Brittany. I'm sure something has happened.
Let me see.
Besides that one time I threw that thong to you on stage. That was a long story. We can't get into that right now.
Well, I have a lot of embarrassing incidents. I had this big flight suit on, and you're supposed to rip it off and have something on underneath. Well, the dancers couldn't get it off of me, and I had to sit there, and they pulled me, and I fell, and it was just really, really bad. And then the other night, it was at the very end of the show, Baby One More Time. It's the last song, and it's where I just stand there, and the audience is supposed to be screaming and da-da-da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, this guy jumps up on the stage, and he takes his shirt off and starts running towards me, and I'm like, oh, my lordy, I'm scared. It was so embarrassing, and then so finally the security had to bring him off and everything. That was really embarrassing.
Do you feel bad sometimes when security takes somebody off the stage? Because they're fans, but then again, they can't be rushing towards you.
Right. I'm like, I'm sorry.
What is your favorite city you've been in? All the traveling you've done.
My favorite city?
Come on, let's make some people mad. Because you're going to name a city, and well, what about my city?
Right. I really like Chicago a lot. I think it's really great there. I mean, the shopping's so good there. It's just a really different kind of city. I like it. New York, I like in L.A., of course. And my home, New Orleans.
Good old New Orleans.
Yeah.
How are your friends in New Orleans? Do you talk to them still a lot?
Yeah, actually,
Really?
my last show, my day before yesterday, I had a show in New Orleans. And I got to see my family. It's so wonderful just to go home, and I had the day off, and I did nothing all day long, and my friends came over. It was so much fun.
How do you stay in touch with your friends when you're on the road? Are you a big emailer? Do you have AOL?
You know what? No. My friend has a computer, Felicia, my assistant, but I never really get on the computer. I'm a phone girl. I have to get on the phone. I have to hear their voice. I have to talk to them.
So let's just set the record straight. You don't have AOL.
No.
See, so I'm sure there's somebody out there going, Brittany talked to me on AOL the other day. See, now in case if that's ever happened to you, you think you're talking to Britney Spears.
No, I feel bad because there's sometimes fans come to me and they're like, did I talk to you? Do you know and they'll give me their little code name or whatever. And, we talked to us and I'm like, yeah. And I just go ahead and give in and act like I talked to them because I don't want them, make them.
What if they said something bad, though?
Oh, that's true. Oh, well.
Well, you've lived in really one city, New Orleans, right? You grew up there.
Yeah.
But you've traveled, like we were just talking about, so many cities.
Yeah.
How do you think the traveling, does it affect your musical style at all? Does it influence you in a certain way?
The traveling?
Yeah, you're hitting different cities. You go to Europe, maybe you'll hear something on the radio.
Well, really, I'm not overseas that much. Like 2 weeks at the most, or, But like right now, no, my musical taste basically stays the same. Like right now, I'm listening to Macy Gray, and I think if I was overseas in Europe, I'd still be listening to her. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know. I like all different kinds of music. I like hip hop, rock, R&B.
What CDs do you have on your bus right now?
I have. Let me see. I love Cisco. He's good. He's
Yeah.
really hot.
Well, Brittany, Cisco wants you to know something.
You know what I got a lot of respect for now? Britney Spears, man. Guess what? Britney can entertain like nobody's business. So, Britney, hats off to you, boo.
I only got one really bad thing to say about Britney, and that's just that I haven't seen her in a thong yet.
Hey, thanks, Cisco. Neither have I.
Any plans on touring with any of these people? Who's going to be on the tour with you?
I'm not sure. I have no idea.
Well, call right
We'll
now,
see.
and you can be on the Britney Spears tour. Just send in a tape. Brittany, there's always a lot of talk on kids growing up in the entertainment business and how difficult it is. Have you had a hard time growing up under a microscope and in the spotlight?
Sometimes, yeah, yes, it is hard, because people are watching every little thing you do all the time. And at one point, it was really kind of getting to me. But then you just have to realize, I wouldn't change my life for anything right now. And if that's one of the bad things about being in the music industry, I just block it out. I really do. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. But otherwise you'll drive yourself insane if you listen to every little thing someone says about you.
That's a song right there. Drive yourself insane. Write that down. Take a note. We are coming up with hit songs right now live with Britney Spears. Unbelievable. Now, you've been working as an entertainer, since the age of 5?
Yeah.
So, do you feel like you've missed out on anything?
Well, you know what? When I was 5, I was doing competitions and stuff like that. But my home base was at home. You know what I mean? I stayed at home. It wasn't like I was going to New York and stuff. I went to New York for to do Star Search. But other than that, I stayed at home. It was until I was in the 9th grade that I left, completely, and I went away to record my album. But no, I experienced a completely normal childhood. I went to high school. I was, on the homecoming court. I played basketball. I did the whole teenage thing. And I went out. I went to homecoming, everything.
What was the homecoming dance song?
I don't even remember. That's kind of sad.
What was the ballad you danced to? You can't remember?
I remember Wonderful Tonight. I remember dancing to that, Eric Clapton. So.
Wonderful Tonight.
Yeah.
Another remake, maybe. Hey, what do you do for school now?
I'm homeschooling right now.
Still homeschooling.
Yeah.
College, will that ever come into play? Probably not.
You know what? I would love to go to college just to experience it and to have that knowledge behind me, definitely. But right now, my schedule is just so crazy. You know what I mean? So
yeah, could you
I'm
imagine
really busy.
having to cram for an exam? Got to do a tour now. Hang on. Take a little break. You got plenty of time. But now that you're 18 and you're financially independent, making the big bucks, she's got money coming out of her pants, ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever.
Come on. 20s, 50s, 60s. I don't even know they had 60s. She's got 60s hanging out. What was your first big purchase?
My first big purchase, probably my car. Yeah, I got a white Mercedes. It's so beautiful. That was my dream when I was a little girl, to get a white Mercedes convertible. And then, that was my big purchase right there.
Now, but you barely have time to drive it. What, has it got 2 miles on it?
Probably so. But my brother, he's 22, so I'm sure he's getting a blast out of driving my car all the time when I'm gone. I'm sure he does.
You touched on Star Search a moment ago, and I got to be honest with you, I don't remember who were you competing against? Was it? Do you have any idea what this girl's doing?
I don't know her name. No, but I was so young when I did that. I was like 9 years old, and I remember when I lost, it was with this guy that I knew the second time. And he was so cute about it because he knew I was so upset, and we were like friends, so it wasn't like that big of a deal. But it was fun. That was a lot of fun.
But you look back on that and you go, ha, 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 I
No.
lost, but look.
No.
All right, enough of the music questions. I want to get down to some dirt.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Now, Brittany, I know everybody is always linking you romantically with different young men like me. Can you set the record straight? Tell me, because I've heard rumors about Prince William, Justin Timberlake, Ben Affleck. Do you have a boyfriend? Just say it right now.
I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend.
D-O-N-T. You don't have a boyfriend.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of people that I think are very cute and that I'm attracted to, but I don't have a boyfriend. No. But you know what? I really don't want to have a boyfriend right now. You know what I mean? If you got really serious in a relationship right now, it wouldn't make any sense. I would never get to see the person. So I guess it's better this way, you know.
What is the first thing you notice about a guy?
The first thing I noticed, you know what? I'm not into looks at all. Looks, it's all about the personality with me.
I have a chance.
No, but seriously, like, when I go out into clubs and stuff, like, all my girlfriends are like, oh my God, he's so cute. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. And I'm like, he comes to me and he says 2 words. I'm like, oh, well, he's, he's not the brightest bulb on the tree. It's like, I like someone to, like, communicate with me and to talk to me and just be funny, make me laugh. That sense of humor is such a major quality for me.
800 pounds, no teeth, drooling. But if he makes you laugh, he's in with Britney Spears.
I mean, he has to be someone a little bit attractive, I would have to say. Sorry.
Have you ever been, like, singing, like, during a concert, and you look down, and as you're singing, you're like, that guy's kind of cute.
Oh, all the time. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times. There's a part in my show where I sing to a guy. And there was one time where there's this guy who was really, really cute. And you could just tell, like, his whole presence on stage. He was really confident. And confidence is another quality. I like confidence in a guy. And I was nervous singing to this guy. I was like, Britney, you're retarded. Why am I nervous? It was so awkward.
Well, do you see marriage in your future? And a family and kids and a white picket fence?
Oh, definitely. Not anytime soon. But yes, I do. I want like 4 kids and the big house and, someone to love me, of course.
Well, where would you like to live?
That's a very good question. You know what? I mean, I don't know if I could live in New Orleans because after being around like LA and New York, like, and that all the necessities that you have there, I'm so used to that being right there all the time. In New Orleans, it's like you have to, where I'm come from, you have to drive like an hour just to go to Walmart or McDonald's.
Right.
But I mean, I would want to live by my family though, because I would miss them.
Have you ever had to go to Walmart so bad you've driven the hour?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have to. That's me and my mom. That's our funnest part of the week. Get dressed, go to Walmart. Yeah.
Walmart. What was the last thing you bought at Walmart?
For my bus, doilies and some lamps for my bus.
But I don't think Walmart is even paying for this. What are we doing? So I guess you would consider that one of your favorite pastimes.
Yeah.
Besides going to Walmart.
Probably so. Yeah.
Do you have any other favorite pastimes?
Like when I was younger, what things that I did?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just hanging out with my girlfriends. We would ride our 4-wheelers and go mud riding and just fun girl stuff like that. That's kind of like a tomboyish thing to do, though, huh?
Yeah, but but it's kind of cute. You still have mud on yourself, by the way.
I know I do.
Hey, oops, I did it again. What happened? Is it true? You got hit in the head or something?
Oh, yes. It's trauma.
Yeah.
It was the
Filming
second...
the video. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but filming the video for Oops, I Did It Again. Like twice or something like that.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Explain what happened.
Well, it was the second day of the video shoot, and I was laying down. It's like an overhead shot. The camera's laying over me. And it zooms up like that. Then all of a sudden, the thing from the camera just fell on my head. And at first, I was like, I'm okay. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. But when people come around me and start surrounding me, and they're like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, I just started crying like a total goon. I was so embarrassed. And MTV, they were doing the behind the scenes for the making of the video, and there was other press there. So all these cameras are around me, and I'm trying to hold it in not to cry. And I just couldn't help it. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm hurt. And then when the blood started going everywhere, I was just like, oh, God. I was freaking out.
How do you get the ideas for your videos? Which is kind of funny, by the way. We're just talking about Walmart 10 minutes ago. Now we're on to the videos. Ideas for videos. Do you have a big meeting on it?
Really, I just listen to the song, and I just, try to come up with something, that's something no one else has done before. And something
Like
that-
getting hit in the head with a camera. No one's ever done this before. They should have kept that in the video.
No, that would have been horrible.
But you know what? If you ever get hit in the head like you just did, you could always do some yoga. I heard.
Definitely, I love.
Is that true?
yoga.
You're like into yoga?
I was into it like at the beginning of this year, but then I'm really impatient. It's bad, and like if you're an impatient person, I don't think you can do it. And I'm busy. I'm like really, really busy all the time. I need to get a really good tape, but the tape that I had was like a beginner's tape, and it was like instructing you on how to like breathe right and everything like that. But it really didn't help your body that much. So
Was it that like that stuff? That really?
yeah.
And you like burning candles?
In
a dark
It was
room?
really, really relaxing. I guess if I had the day off, I would definitely do it. But when my schedule's so busy, actually, something I'm into now, acupuncture.
Oh, Brittany, you've gone off the deep end now.
It's cool. It's so cool. Actually, this guy came in and I was like, I want it for stress, and he was like, okay. And he put one on my head, then he put one on my ears and in my heart, the needles, and then on my foot.
I
And
gotta
so
go.
I was laying there. No, just listen, seriously. So I was laying there and I closed my eyes and I was like, wait a second, am I supposed to be this mellow? And he was like, yeah, just close your eyes for 20 minutes and then I'll come back. So when he came back, he took him out and I was like, if this is how I'm supposed to feel normally, I must really be messed up or something, because I was just like, no stress at all. I wasn't worried. It works. It's so good.
When they put the needles in, did it hurt like at that moment?
No, not at all. He didn't even feel it. I felt my head a little bit, but that's it.
By the way, not many people can see this, but Britney Spears has Band-Aids all over her face.
Whatever.
Don't do acupuncture, please. Now, would you consider yourself a hyper person, though? Like when you get off stage and you go to the bus or wherever backstage, are you still revving to go? Does it take you like a while to unwind?
Yeah, when I get off stage, it does. I'm still a little hyper when I get off the stage. But then once I finally go to sleep, I'm just completely out. But I would say normally I'm kind of mellow. I'm not that hyper, I don't think.
What time do you go to bed?
12, 1.
12:01?
Yeah, because the show, it's over like around 11.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that kind of reminds me. Give me day in the life of Britney Spears. You go to bed after a show at 1. You unwind with what?
Well, this is on tour.
little TV,
when I'm
maybe?
touring, this is like a day for Britney Spears. This is me, Britney Spears. I get up and I sleep probably till like 11, but sometimes I have interviews. Like the other day I had a Rolling Stone interview and I had to get up early, and that was like a 2-hour interview. And then I went to the venue and I had like 2 hours of press. Then I had 400 people to meet at the meet and greet, and then I had a show. So
I had the same morning. So it's not like you would think. Like people think, oh, you might get up at 8, eat a bowl of cereal,
no,
chill out all day.
Not at all.
It's work from the moment like you wake up.
Yeah, I mean, I have some days where I don't have anything to do, but with the album coming out, of course, I have to promote, so.
Speaking of magazines, you've graced the covers of so many. I had to write them down here. People, Rolling Stone, Parade, TV Guide, Forbes, Allure. That was like your first fashion cover, by the way. Your image has gone from little girl to teen phenomenon to too sexy too soon. You've probably been hearing that. It's amazing, though, how successful you've been going to the next level. Is it difficult to keep reinventing yourself and transforming your image and keeping it fresh? And do you get mad when people go, she's too sexy too soon?
Well, if you read that article, in the magazine, it has nothing to do with me being sexy. It's just like she put that on the cover of the magazine so she would sell the magazine. Because if you read the article she wrote, it had nothing to do with that. It was really odd. But no, I just think it's just, you don't try to change or anything. I think with just me, when you evolve, you know what I mean? As you get older, you're just going to change inevitably. You know what I mean? You can't help it. Like, I change my hair from week to week, so it's just like, you can't help but change. So
Yeah.
It's not something that you try to do, I don't think.
It probably goes back to the question we just talked about is it tough growing up? Because all you're doing is growing up,
Right.
and people think you're getting too sexy. Just because you're not going around your four-wheeler with mud flying around, you're not a tomboy anymore.
Right.
Give me those people's numbers. I'm going to go beat them up.
Thank you, Cubby.
What has been your most rewarding experience in the last 5 years?
My most rewarding experience.
It's been a whirlwind last 5 years, hasn't it?
Probably being able to perform at the award shows that I've performed at, like at the Billboard, and just being amongst all your idols that you've looked up to since I was like 5 years old, and being able to be in the same room with them and being able to perform for them. It's
Like
just
who?
like such an honor. Like Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, and it's just amazing to me.
Isn't it cool, though, that Whitney probably comes up to you and goes, Britney! And you're probably like the same way towards her. I mean, it's got to
Right.
be like exhilarating.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, how about your biggest disappointment?
My biggest disappointment, Actually, I haven't had that many disappointments. Probably the realization of knowing that you can't go back, you know, when you're famous. I know that may sound a little weird, but I mean, I wouldn't change my life for anything. But there was a day when I woke up and I was like, because things happen so fast, you know what I mean? And you get so caught up into what you're doing. And then one day I was just like, wow, you know what I mean? You can't go back. You're a celebrity and you can never go back. It's just kind of weird. So.
You're gonna make me cry.
Aw.
Britney Spears, can you pass me some Kleenex?
You're so cute. But I hate it when I hear celebrities all the time talking about how hard their life is and everything. I don't want people to think that, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, I love my life, you know what I mean? I'm so happy. But that was a real big disappointment for me. And, I mean, at first I knew what I was getting into. I did. But it is a lot harder than what most people think, definitely.
I want to check out the song called Lucky. It's Britney Spears. It's world premiere music. Check this out. That's a song off the new CD, Oops, I Did It Again. Britney Spears. That one's called Lucky.
Let's talk about something happy, like your collection of like fairy tale dolls. What do you collect? Something.
I collect fairy dolls, and dolls in just general, like baby dolls too. So.
But they're
Mademoiselle dolls.
Not live baby dolls.
No.
She collects live baby dolls. This hour with Britney brought to you by Gerber's. That's kind of cool though. Where do you get them? Like QVC, Home Shopping Network?
Well, my mom, right, listen to you. My mom.
That's the only time I see dolls. I flip to the channel. I see Donnie, who is it? Marie Osmond, always promoting her dolls.
You're funny. No, my mom, we have this jewelry store, and it has like all the, a lot of collector dolls in there. They're really beautiful. So.
Do you ever write songs about your interest? Do you ever have a song out called Dolls?
No.
Nah, it probably
That's a good idea though, Cubby.
There you
Next
go.
album, Dolls. Hello.
Just write a song about what you love. Because really all your songs come from the heart.
Yeah.
So why should people go out and buy Oops, I Did It Again?
Why should they?
Yeah.
Because it's a good album, and I think they would like it.
There you go. All right, Britney, you're 80 years old. You're sitting on the couch. You're, I don't know, knitting a sweater. How do you want to be remembered when you look back at your life?
Wow, that's a good question. Someone who really loved what they did and someone who was able to touch people with their music, I think that's really important. That's why I'm here, is to be able to touch people with their music. And if I can do that, that's my main goal. So.
And in closing, do you have any advice for young people today that are pursuing a singing career and acting?
I think if they have a love for music or acting or dancing or whatever it is, they should definitely go for it, because God's given them a gift and they should definitely use it. But I think they should, just try and go to the best acting lessons and, best dancing coaches and best singing coaches and just go for it, you know what I mean? But realize there is a lot of hard work involved, but if that's in you, you should go for it.
Well, Britney Spears, I wish you nothing but multi-platinum success.
Oh, thank you, Cubby.
And thank you so much for hanging with me.
Well, Britney, we actually have a special message for you from NSYNC. What's up, guys?
Yeah. Let's give it up for Britney Spears. Come on.
Good luck, sweetie. We love you. Hey, this is JC.
And I'm Chris.
And we're from NSYNC, and we wanted to wish Britney Spears good luck on her new record. I love it. It's a smash.
It's going far. You're going to make it. I think you got something here.
I did it again.
Hi, what's up? This is Britney Spears, and I'd like to wish you a very happy holiday. Hi, this is Britney Spears, and I'd like to wish you a very happy new year. And remember, if you're partying, please don't drink and drive. Hi, this is Britney Spears, and you're waking up with... Hi, this is Britney Spears, and you're listening to my favorite radio station. Hi, what's up? This is Britney Spears, and when I'm in town, I listen to... Hi, this is Britney Spears, and... Oops, I did it again. I'm listening to... Hi, this is Britney Spears. Listen here to win my new album, Oops, I Did It Again.
So that concludes disc 1 of the word for word radio interview by Britney Spears. What did you think of it? If you're still here with me at the end of the video, thank you so much for sticking around. Leave me a comment down below of what you thought of this, and if you are here at the end with me, leave me a smiley face as well, that way I know who has stuck around to the end. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and also it will let me know that you want more videos like this in the future. I may well put up disc 2 as well here on my channel. Disc 2 is the same interview but without the DJ speaking, so it's just Britney speaking. It's that's something you think you would like to listen to and see as well, let me know down below. And if you do want to know if I put up that video or you want to see more videos from my collection, don't forget you can always hit the subscribe button and tap the bell, and it will give you a notification of when my next video comes out. I personally really like this interview. It's really nice to hear Britney, aged 18, so a good 20 years ago, just sounding really happy and enjoying life and her music career. As I said in my previous video when I went through the ins and outs of the actual CD, it is rare, it is hard to come by. I'm not sure if you would have ever heard this interview before, so I do hope that you found this video very informative. As always, I have my website, mybritneyspearscollection.com, if you want to see more, and I hope to see you on my next video, so take care. Bye guys.